Hello children, welcome back to ICT class. This is our video class number 49 and this will be our last class for ICT and we are completing last chapter which is 10th chapter operating system, and some more topics are remaining, 2 or 3 topics are remaining which are some simple topics. So we'll complete this chapter by today's class itself. Okay, so before starting today's session, let me remind you what we have discussed in our previous class. We have discussed about how to create multiple users in a computer, and we have discussed about general structure of OS. It consists of kernel and shell, and also about free software and proprietary software. Proprietary software example Windows and Mac OS, and free software which means GNU Linux, and in GNU operating system Linux will be the kernel. And in today's class session we are moving to the end part of 10th chapter which is activity 10.6, some free softwares and proprietary software, and about mobile operating system. We are using different mobile, and in mobile we are using different operating system in each and every mobile phone based on the company. So mobile operating system, and the last topic is wearable devices. So before starting today's session, let's see the objective behind today's class. To get familiar with free softwares and with the mobile operating systems, and to identify operating systems for other appliances. So let's start today's class session with the first topic which is activity 10.6, free softwares. And in the last class I have mentioned the difference between free software and proprietary software, and in your textbook a table is given, table 10.6. There are some operating system and you have to find out whether that operating system is proprietary or free, and also you have to write down the kernel used behind this operating system. So let's see that table. So here for operating system GNU Linux, it is a free operating system and the kernel used is Linux, and for Windows it is a proprietary software and the kernel used is Windows NT, and for FreeBSD the proprietary FreeBSD operating system it's a free software and the kernel used is BSD, and for Mac OS X operating system it is a proprietary system, kernel used is XNU, and the last operating system Android, it is a free operating system and the kernel behind this operating system is Linux. So write it down in your textbook. So you have understood about what do you mean by free software and what do you mean by proprietary software. How a software becomes free? Can you think that how a software becomes a free software? For example, GNU Linux, I have mentioned that it is a free software. Android operating system is a free software. How that software or how that operating system becomes a free software? You have learned about Python program, isn't it? For every software to work, it requires a program. For each and every softwares we are using different programs, and in GNU Linux software operating system many of the application softwares are using Python programming language, and while writing Python programming language we are writing like this: print, then in double quotes something we are typing. So these are known as instruction. You have studied different functions, then range, if function, for function. Do you remember that? So these are known as instruction, together termed as source code. Source code. It is termed as source code, and free software means this source code will be freely available. Anybody can access this source code. Source code means this instruction. Anybody can access this instruction and they can change that instruction and they can modify that instruction according to their wish. And this is known as free software. In every free software we will get the source code. And what does the software do? For every software, behind every software there is one program. For example, for WhatsApp is created or built using one programming language. For Facebook it is created using another programming language. GIMP software is created using a programming language. For every software it requires a programming language instruction. It is known as source code. So what does a software do? It will convert the source code into object code. For what? Object code means the code that computer understand. Computer understand which language? Binary language. So a software will convert the source code written by a user, a human being. It will convert the source code into object code which understood by the computer. So a free software means we can access the source code which is written using this instruction. So anybody can access the source code, anybody can change or modify this source code. And what does a proprietary software do? Proprietary software will provide the object code. We can access the object code, which means the code for computer. It denies the right to read and copy the code. When one person see the object code, nobody can understand the instruction because object code is computer's language. This is what proprietary software do. This is what the difference. Free software means a software becomes free means the source code will be available for free. And proprietary software will make the object code access. So we can't understand. It denies the right to read that code. Software will convert source code into object code. Object code means the computer's code, computer's language. Then only computer can understand this instruction. So while performing with this proprietary software, it denies the right to read the source code. It will provide the object code only. That is the difference between free software and proprietary software. Okay. So this is the first topic, small topic, activity 10.6. And second topic which we are going to discuss in today's session is operating system for other appliances. Operating system short form is OS. OS for other appliances or mobiles. Before that, I have mentioned that free software, GNU Linux is a free software and anybody can access that source code and anybody can modify that change. So many person had accessed this GNU Linux program or the source code and they have changed and distributed in another name. It is given in page number 157, a box in left side, and that distributors name Slackware Linux, Debian, Red Hat, etc. So these all are based on GNU Linux. They have borrowed the source code and they have made some changes in that source code and the name will be different. That is what known as free software. So now let's move to next topic, operating system for other appliances. For example, mobile phone. So open your textbook, page number 157. So we are familiar with the devices that work based on this programming instruction. Apart from computer, many other devices also working based on the programming instruction. Can you name some devices? Apart from computer, what all are the other devices that using programming instruction or programming language? Yes, mobile phone. Mobile phones are using the operating system called Android and their applications are working based on programming instruction. And next one is ATM, automatic teller machine. It is working based on programming instruction. Then motor cars. Some motor cars are working based on programming instruction. Then what? Can you list out any other? Robots, robotics. In that field also, it working based on the programming instruction. Then some television, TVs are working based on the programming instruction. So these are some of the devices apart from computer that working based on the programming instruction. And we are moving to operating system for mobile phones. You are using mobile phones, and which operating system that we are using in your mobile phone? Normally we are using Android operating system. So there is one table 10.6, the operating system, company that brings it, and basic program. First one is Android, the company is Google, and the kernel program is Linux. In the last class I have mentioned what is kernel program. Operating system, in operating system there is one program, it is called as kernel program. Here you can see a table in your textbook, table 7.1, with some mobile operating system and their basic kernel programs. First one is Android, the company is Google, and the program which is using is Linux. And second one is iOS, and the company is Apple Corporation, and then the basic program used is Unix. And the third one is Windows 10 Mobile, company Microsoft, basic program Microsoft Windows itself. And next operating system Tizen, company is Linux Foundation, and program is also Linux. Last one is BlackBerry 10, BlackBerry Limited is the company, and basic program is QNX. Study that table in by heart. Study the mobile operating system as well as the company and the program used behind this operating system. So that is what mobile operating systems. And now we are moving to the last topic in this chapter, which is wearable devices. OS for wearable devices. So as of now we have discussed about what is operating system, or what is the general structure of operating system, kernel and shell. And then we have discussed about free and proprietary operating system, some classification, what do you mean by free and what do you mean by proprietary. And then we have discussed about mobile operating system, the operating system used in mobile. And last topic is operating systems for wearable devices. There are a lot of wearable devices that we can wear, and it is based on some operating system. For example, it is given in your textbook page number 158. You are familiar with smart watches which have the facility to make phone calls, to take the photos, etc. So the smartphones are working based on operating system. And then spectacles, which means glasses, in order to produce some sound and also create lifelike images, we are using this specs. The image is given in your textbook. And some hand bands, in order to measure the blood pressure. We are using some wristbands. And there are some lockets to wear in order to take the photos. It is based on some programming instruction and operating systems. And then gadget are there to control the flow of insulin, and also chips are installed under the skin. So these are all modern technology. In markets these are available to buy. So these are all technology are growing day by day. So these are all modern technology which work based on this operating system. So here comes an end to chapter 10, operating system, in short OS. Structure of operating system is very important. Then proprietary and free softwares, examples are important. Then mobile operating system. Study the developers, means company and kernel behind this mobile operating system is very important. And finally, some of the modern gadget wearable devices that using operating system. And so operating system means what? It is act as an intermediate between hardware section and application software. We are using the application software. We are seeing it as a graphical user interface. So this operating system in the computer act as an intermediate. And this operating system together comprises of two important parts. One is kernel program. Free and proprietary means source code will be available free for the users in order to change. Proprietary means the restriction. It is highly confidential. They will give us object code, which means the code of computer. Denies the right to read the code. This is what proprietary. Mobile operating systems are Android, Windows 10, BlackBerry, then what Apple, etc. Then iOS, etc. Then what wearable devices means? Locket, smartwatch, wristband, then what to gadget to know the flow of insulin, etc. So study each and every topics from this chapter. So chapter 10 is over. Our ICT textbook is over. Now I am going to summarize chapter 10. Okay. First we have discussed about computers, analytical engine and ENIAC. And then we have discussed about different operating systems and application software, and then the needs to be satisfied while using operating systems. What are the needs? Coordination of application software. Applications must be arranged properly. Then coordination of hardware packages. it needs a driver to get installed in the computer. Then last and final need is what? System for storing the file. There we have discussed about the partition of hard disk into separate blocks, and then separate address is given to the block by operating system. It is known as formatting, and it is done using a particular method which is known as file systems. Based on the file system, we can store the file and we can retrieve the file from the computer. For every operating system, the file systems are different. And then disk partition of Linux. Three main partition are there: root, home and swap. So these are previous class topic, and today's class we have discussed about the computer user and creating user, and then we have discussed about general structure of operating system, kernel and shell, then free and proprietary operating system, then some examples of free and proprietary systems, then last topic mobile OS, for example Android, iOS, etc., and some wearable devices. So these are chapter 10 topics. So that's all for today. We can revise these chapters and we can discuss the previous question papers. Okay, so ICT textbook is over. Study well. Chapter 10 is such an important chapter. Mark and study each and every topic in this chapter. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can contact me. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.